Hi guys, my name is Clouds and today we are here with another deck guide for Gwent. Today we are talking about Nilfgaard, one of my favorite faction, and this is one of my favorite archetype as well. This is the double ball list, updated of course, because there were some good nerf on Skellige these days, but I still think Skellige needs to be checked again because I still think Skellige is still too strong, but not that strong as it was since 1 week ago. So in the end, it's still an upgrade. Anyway, this is my own version of Double Ball. It's pretty much a standard list. As you can see, we are playing the normal bronze package. The only exception is I'm not playing the Rot Tosser because I like the Tortoise more because this unit allow me to poison Goliath and actually get huge value. Otherwise, they are like I will play Goliath because he can poison it, or Matauri will come out and he will lose the tutor. But not today, my friend, because we are playing Oniromancy instead of Matauri. Oniromancy can be used twice, so this card in a scenario list, it's stupidly strong, and we can use the first charge, if you want to say it, to tutor a sire if we don't have her, and the second one, of course, for the second usage of scenario, or the inverse if we didn't draw scenario in the starting hand. So, right, scenario, of course, because it's a scenario list. Brattens, because this card is simply too strong to not be auto-include in any, but really any Nilfgaard list, devotion or not. Vincent, of course, and the other classic aristocrats. The cupbearer, because not only he deploy a poison, but Purify can be used in pretty huge situation, like when they play Twirgy, when you are in a Nilfgaard mirror, etc. And also, both Cupbearer and Brattens have Assimilate. And Assimilate in this deck, remember, that can be proc twice just only with scenario, but there are some other situation when actually you can keep going for +1 on Assimilation. But anyway, let's talk about not only with the classic package, but let's talk about the weird stuff. I mean, why are we playing Lambert Swordmaster? Basically because this is actually a meta check card. I mean, this is basically 10 for 10 in 80% of the time. But I still think this is an okay card generally because Lambert can find some really good strike and a really huge tempo swing against something like Ethereal deck, Northern Realms with the Krerak bot, against Commandos and situation like that. So I still think Lambert is a decent card in any Nilfgaard poison list. Also because if you played poisons in the past, you probably realized that the weak point of poisons if it's that if you don't find any big body to poison, you just don't develop enough points on the board to just win the round, even if you get your full scenario value. Against something like Northern Realms, Skellige, even Scoia'tael sometimes. So yeah, I decided to put Lambert instead of Yennefer Invocation because Yennefer Invocation is a huge card if you have Last Say, especially in this meta where people playing a lot of Gore deck, different Gore deck. But I think Lambert in any other situation that is not a Gore situation is pretty better because if you lose the round one and you don't have Last Say to deny Osriel or God, for example, with Yennefer Invocation, Lambert is generally more valuable card. Maral, I decided to keep going for Maral because this card not only is a double poison himself, but actually the fact that if you poison a target and Maral does not die, you can decide to swap your poison target, so you're actually locking your opponent's play. And the disrupting mind trick effect that Maral provide, I think overall is very, very huge. So the poison tempo, if we can call it, uh, I think justify the fact that Maral was nerfed and row locked and every possible nerf he got. But I still think in this kind of list is still a good card. At least in this one, is still a good card. And yeah, I decided to keep going for Maral. The other cards are pretty standard. Urshin, why you are playing this shit? This is basically for two reasons. Um, okay, this is here basically for Scoia'tael matchup to actually disrupt the 4 or 5 point Shiro. But in some other occasion, like if you are against a full Greatsword Skellige, you can kind of heal your unit. And if you are on blue, you can actually just start with this card. And we do actually, as every poison list, we do luck on proactive play on round 1, especially if you are on blue. So, well, I decided this card for the reasons I say right now, it deserved a spot. At least because we gain one provision with my change, because we lost one with the Yennefer invocation, so we lost an 8, and I still had to adapt the list. And I think this card, even only for the Scoia'tael matchup, worth the spot. But in any case, as I said, even to heal your unit against Skellige, it's still okay. The rest of the deck is pretty normal. I mean, I still keep going for Bomb Heaver because it's true that a lot of decks right now does not play Scenario at all. But Syndicate will still play Scenario because Passiflora is just too strong. And there are also some Nilfgaard Mirror. And even Monster right now are playing Scenario in some version, so I decided to keep going for Bombeaver, even if sometimes he's a dead card in hand. And yeah, pretty much it. We use two Arbalest because they can be comboed with our Spy, and anyway, is a 6 for 4 as some other stuff. And playing these two allow me to keep going for Ramon on the list and play Lambert. So we use this instead of Arbalest, the other one Arbalest, the Ardfane, and we use this instead of Ramon. That overall I like more. So the rest, as I said, is pretty standard. I use Collar because uh, I found a lot of Skellige who actually try to abuse of red coin, and a lot of monsters as well. So if I didn't had brothers in hand and they try to abuse with Triv into Egern, it's pretty annoying if you have to commit something to kill Egern. So to deal with Trivs, I decide to use Collar, but I'm still not convinced about Collar. Probably Magic Lamp is overall a better choice, especially if you are not confident with the list, because you can just start flipping Magic Lens and play the Tortoise, or even flipping Lamp and playing the Urshion, so and start buffing. So you will gain insta +1 of the lamp. As you can see, probably lamp is overall a solid choice. Anyway, in some occasion, collar can actually carry you round one. If you play something like no, sorry, if you play against something like Northern Realms, collar on round one is probably better, even if you don't take the directly +1 of the Archeon, or you have to start with like flat Bombeaver, I don't know, dead Arbalest or something like that. The fact that you can block with Collar the ship or something that actually needs to be blocked, maybe on a stranger or something like that, it's make the Collar probably better. But depends on of what you are against. Let's say the lamp overall is a solid option. I mean, it's like a preferable personal choice, as you like. Anyway, I leave you now, guys, with the two showdown matches. I'd like to know in the comment what you think about the list, and put a like and a subscribe if you like this kind of guides. I will try to keep going for my guide even on this summer. But as I said in the last video, August and the first half of September will be like probably. I will say I'm not sure I can guarantee a weekly guide, but I will try my best, you know. So anyway, good evening, guys, and see you in the next guide. Okay, so this deck for some reason becomes popular, so I guess some TLG streamer or something played this today because this is like the third hunger in a row we got today, so well, another free win, I guess. Right. We are on red, so we don't need slow cards. Yep. People are good. So. We don't really care about that though. Wow, lol. So much hate. So much haterino. Alright. As you want. We might want to play trips as well at this point. Or we do just play this. I would probably just play this. Let's see if he play into Striga or something. That's not a Striga though. So yeah. Yeah, we can start poison shit because I mean he's playing already too much for my taste. And I do really want to win this one even, especially because we have Bomb Beaver for his scenario. If he plays scenario. Not even better though. This is far from being enough, bro. Why are you flipping that?
Taste of morphine, is it?
So we have two good engine. Yeah. This is actually a pretty huge unit that we can copy with this because we'll get 2 points from this with bleeding.
Take him to the woods and release the hound.
I hate nothing more than a creaky door.
Alright. Are you gonna play your scenario now, or we are sitting here and seeing each other? Yeah, also because he can play his own gold, but if we go for the play eager, leader, blah blah, we can Vincent that for like 20 points, and us red coin. It's pretty okay. This won't put you ahead, bro.
Nothing rivals their hair, so silky.
Yeah. So what are we going to play now? This play for enough points, not so much. So what do we want to play here? Huh. We are going to play this for sure. I think. Or we can just sit here and wait.
Drinking can be hazardous to your health.
That is enough anyway. So we basically committed only scenario. He committed 2 golds, I guess, or 3, 2, 2. Okay, only 2 gold. Yeah, alright. So he's still only 2 points ahead. So we can simply just use this
The
here.
Vormorlahams detest intruders.
Still ahead. He needs to play Eager and hope I don't have any answer to that. Oh god, another one. Stop play Veil, bro.
A fitting gift for our king.
The sad thing is that we have to use only Romancing and he can use Eager and Leader to do his shit, so whatever. What are we going to use here? Something good but not too good. This would like win the round, I suppose.
In my trade, I am
Until he can
great
consume
artist.
again, we should be able to get the round. To take the round. Also because he doesn't know if we have another poison or not. So if we consume, it's a risky though. Yeah, this is just shit. Nice, he's doing this. Alright, I don't know why he keeps going, but yeah, okay. We can throw this.
Catch!
So he can play Eager now because he can enter with 0 armor. So well, we throw the bomb heaver. That was not our best card to waste, but okay. I mean, we won on even. I'll take it. Oh god. Yeah, I can actually go for 2-0. I think though. Because at least we wanna make him play scenario here. We have only trash in the deck, except for a couple of gold, but yeah, man. We want him to use scenario. I don't care though. This is a devotion list, so we don't risk any bomb beaver, and we can pull a 3/6 from the deck with that. So why not?
It's unbecoming.
Also, he need to play Eager at least, not this turn, but the next one to get the armor value, or even now. If you play Eager now, we won 2-0. Pretty easy. He's looking for scenario here. Also, why not, my friend? It's probably better to just save my leader. Oh, that's pretty nice.
Feeling a bit peckish.
3/6.
Aroma and dizzy with delight.
Almost impossible for him to come back from this. You need to Eager. Rip. Okay, we are against Syndicate. Huh. Oh, we are on blue, so we just want to get away with the round as fast as we can. So we use what is our proactive play? This one? Come on. Alright, so we use one of this just because we do have this
A
to block.
superb specimen.
Let's see if we start spam poison or not. It's an Igor list.
There's that thesaurus.
It's a weird one. If it goes low, we should really be able to actually win the round 2. Fine.
Nothing tickles my tits quite like a good secret.
So what we are going to use this.
Give me she who is my destiny. Give me Pavetta.
I think this deck, this deck needs to be pushed because with Defender and some other shit, he does have a really scary long round tree.
In this world, only two things are certain.
Fine.
The Von Warleham
just a
detests intruders.
Okay, now he will pass and we push. No, he's keep going. Fine.
Ever faithful to the flaming rose.
Fine.
A taste of Northland, is it?
Congregation. That's a weird list though.
Believe I
He's
heard
playing
more
like a
coin
dicey
clicking
Rai list,
about in
but
that pouch of yours.
why is playing this one? Stop triggering.
Come here, and I say,
Just a peek. That is all I need.
Alright, so we are definitively going to pass here. We are double of his point considering the one more we get from pass. So he needs to do 19 in... Oh, okay. Let's just pass. Alrighty. So, we still have Scenario and 2 Aristocrats, so why we would not push this one? We have also SR. I'm not sure I want to keep the Magne, but we do actually need to play everything in the front, so why not? And under push, he's forced to use the Bomb Beaver on round 2, so what the actual fuck is doing?
Consider this my tip.
Alright, we can pass simply. I mean, we got Passiflora, so why not?
How many sweet rolls could I get for a
Consider
dime?
we have Brattons for... No, we don't have Brattons. Indeed, it's in the graveyard. So whatever. Defender is a threat, but we need Oniromancy though. We do really need Oniromancy. Please, no way. No fucking way. So we have to actually rely on our leader. If we need Bratton, so I don't think he does actually play Bombeaver. This really seems a devotion list to me, but I'm not sure because they actually run everything with a Syndicate mark and Oniromancy plus Bombeaver as neutral. So we need to understand if he does actually play Bombeaver or not. So before everything, we need to go for Scenario, I guess. Fine, my dear friend. Why not? So let's see if Bombeaver arrive or not. Because we can also just sire leader hoping for Oniromancy or Brattons as well. Also the 2-point spy is fine. Roderick is fine. He's looking for Bombeaver.
You're safe to be candid under my roof.
I don't think though. So we just play the cook in the front. just to get value from
Dizzy with delight.
assimilation. Anyway, with that scenario, he does have to rely on townsfolk if he play townsfolk or something like that, because this seems a townsfolk list to me. Adrian, fine. Why not? More beachy for the party.
Champion. Rest
So
now.
we do just block the
Leaders
first
forward.
beachy.
Let the hunt begin.
Keep the yomi, get value. At this point we can say that we actually are going to sire the Bratans. Or maybe this one though, I don't know. I would like to Bratans and copy this, but I feel like it's scary. Oh. Dude.
We've all a bit dirty boot. Some stain on a conscience.
I think this is actually a bait. I don't know, I feel like this is a bait.
I shall do as you command.
I feel like the Borsod is a bait to keep Igor safe, but we won't block that. Or maybe he's just desperate.
Where better to plot than in one's own lair?
That's okay. Do you have the provision to put in Igor? Igor the hook. We have one turn to use this, but I wanna use leader first. Fuck me. Whatever. Could have been better. I mean, not like we missed everything here, but well, fine. We actually got triple bronze. 1, 2, 3. Nice. Okay, third beachy.
Nothing tickles my tits quite like a
We are
good
going to
snake
get
crab.
this one, right? So we can simply just use this.
In my trade, I am
case.
a great artist.
If you have this spell, because he still didn't have used any single charge, so Alvid will make up.
He venerates not the fire.
Tomes.
I am kinda confused, but we are still going to do this.
Barbarians
Oh fuck! It was not the. You know what? Who cares?
Sleep on my shade.
We can actually start kill this, and we already have a 3 target for him. Ah, it's Townfolk list, yeah. Yeah, that was correct, but I don't actually think Townsfolk is enough at this point.
Stress release is necessary for one's health.
We doesn't have that huge last play, but in any case, this play for like 10 each.
Do you have a loyalty?
So we win. Not by much, but we win. Yeah, well, actually not by a few anyway. Yeah, this was a Townfolk list.